and I relationship questions. You can ask about your relationships or ours or whatever relationships you want, and we try to help. We hope that we are helpful every week. We enjoy reading your letters. Please send them to info@spotlightoverthecity.com. Keep them coming in. And this segment is sponsored by Umbrella Therapeutic Services, DC's most reliable and trusted behavioral health organization. They provide community support, medication management, and therapy for individuals and groups. Any DC resident ages 5 through 100 are eligible for their services, and you can reach Umbrella by calling them at 1-888-793-4357. Umbrella Therapeutic Services. Take your mental
Shout out to my main man Wes over there, man. Yes, definitely. We joke a lot, but we don't joke about mental health. So that's something that you should take very, 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 very seriously. If you see somebody that's hurting or acting different or being withdrawn, whatever the case is, they may not tell you that they're going through something. You know how black people do. You say, "What's wrong?" Nothing.
Nothing.
Ain't nothing wrong with us, never.
Yeah,
but
take your mental health
sometimes
seriously.
it's a lot wrong.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you just have to know who you're talking to. And if you see that that person is suffering or going through something or acting different, reach out to them. Pull up on them. Go take them out for a ride or something. Get in their head and see what's, no, for real. Like,
yeah, no, I'm serious.
Go
too.
really see what's going on with the person and, try to check them out. Because sometimes you can leave a person alone too long and you might not see him again. So mental health is serious. Just like this guy. You don't just wake up and go start shooting and leave no gun and leave the key and all this mental health. Like, that's not a smart criminal at all. So that's too loose to not be mentally disturbed. So mental health is serious.
It is. Stan. This letter is addressed to Stan. Y'all ready? Stan, my wife told me that one of my homeboys always puts hearts on her pictures, but he only does it via her DMs. She explained that he never ever says anything disrespectful, but she felt compelled at least to mention to me that he appears in her DMs with a heart almost every time she posts a picture of herself. She says she doesn't feel a way, but she also doesn't know all of the rules that men have amongst their friend circles, and her obligation is to never have her husband in the dark. My homeboy is happily married. We are all family, and we do family stuff together. I have no reason to believe that my man's is trying to be slick, but I need to know if this is weird to you, Stan, or if it's nothing for us to think twice about. Yes, my wife is fine. True indeed. And I'm sure that some of my homeboys drool over her from time to time. And they look at her pictures, especially when she posts her bathing suits. But to always send my wife a heart when she posts her picture might be a little weird, especially because he doesn't do it openly on the post. Instead, he goes into her DMs. Do I say something? Should I instruct her to say something, or should we just leave it alone because it's innocent? She says she doesn't feel violated or anything like that, but she wanted me to know since I am her husband.
Yeah, I think that's tricky. You shouldn't be in the inbox of you shouldn't inbox her and send her no hearts and stuff like that. If you can't publicly do it on a page, then already you hiding. Like, so if you can't publicly just put the heart on the page
on
or
the
whatever.
post, right?
And so if it's certain pictures that you have to be careful with that because it's weird. Like if she has on a bathing suit and you putting up hearts, then it's kind of weird. So you probably should just fall back. And yes, you should say something like.
So should he say something to his friend, or should the wife say, why are you in my DMs with hearts?
Well, that's the tricky part because
Right.
it depends on how the relationship is. Like it depends on what kind of relationship they have. Me as a man, I would say something. If you come to me and say this guy's in my DM sending hearts, then I'm gonna say, why are you doing that? Like, why are you in my wife's DM?
Yomi says she kept it 1,000 because he was definitely being slick, and y'all should definitely bring it up.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. So you have to mention it and say something to him about it, and of course he'll say, "No, it ain't no big deal." Well, if it's not a big deal, do it on her page then. If that's the case,
Right.
Why
That's
do
what
you
I'm
let it be
thinking. I
open?
think
Why are you
that's
hiding it? Because what you're trying to do is bait her. You're trying to see if she's gonna comment and say something back to you.
Right.
And so that's basically why you in the inbox. Period. Because other than that, you have no reason to be in the inbox. So.
Right. And so do you feel like that's something that, again, that would cause friction between the friendship, or just shut it down and keep things moving as a family? Or would it make the husband feel away? Should it make the husband feel away?
I mean, if you speak on it and it continues, then it should make you feel away.
Right,
If you
okay.
speak on it and he stop it, then it's cool.
Well, I think as a woman, just my opinion, first of all, I think that's wrong. It would make me feel weird as AF if any of Stan's friends were in my DM sending me hearts on my pictures. Like any of his friends, they're like family to me. They're like my brothers or my cousins. And so anything that's said should be said out in the open. Anybody that say happy birthday T or anything like that can be said in the open. So my husband is right that we all family, right? Why you got to be in her DM if y'all all family? That's slick to me. And I'm telling y'all right now, like if I have any girlfriends who go and do that, like if y'all my friends and every time Stan be posting his sexy pictures, and you
I
go
don't post sexy pictures.
they sexy to me, not in underwear or anything like that, but
okay.
you're sexy to me if you took a picture like that. So and if y'all go in his DMs and putting hearts, and I find out that's not gonna be cool with me. Period.
Yeah, you're not cool.
I'm gonna feel away.
Put hearts on my page, like you're not cool with nothing. Like
yeah, I am. It's okay that they do.
But
that's fine.
But this issue came up in live TV. Like we had this issue on Facebook where somebody put a heart under a picture, and it wasn't even me. It was a post that I was saying, a positive post, and they put a heart. And this one over here was I don't know. I didn't. You acted up basically. You liking the liking the girl's thing, and this and that, and just being immature.
This is the thing. That was immature, so right?
Day,
but
that was wrong.
That was a long time ago. But what I will say about that is, sometimes people get things misconstrued. Like if someone puts on Stan's post like, hey, and or whatever, like night, whatever they say, and I like it.
Why are you liking it? They're not talking to you.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
like
it matters.
I like comment.
No. When people talking to me, mind your business. Like
so
this,
don't
this
like
my page.
comment.
No, mind your business. I ain't over there liking your. See, that's one thing that I'm an individual. Don't be over here screwing up my brand. That's why I can't have nobody support my thing. You over there liking it. Like, you don't even know this
I don't
person.
do it anymore. I'm just saying,
what I'm
y'all,
saying is go have a seat. Have a seat and be.
If they don't have motive, they shouldn't have an issue with none of that.
Let me take the time as a man in a relationship to help the fellas out. This is where you stand up as a man and say, don't do that, honey. Don't do that. So you have to be a man about certain things. Don't let your wife do anything, because sometimes they be a little goofy. You can't just let them go wild. So my wife is very intelligent, and she knows what she's doing. And so when you do those things, you cause other people to feel away. So in this particular case, this was a 30-year friend, and so they got in my inbox and say, your wife, da-da-da-da-da. So I had to say, don't do that. So this is us being candid and real. This is a real situation that had happened, and I didn't like how it was handled. And so when I don't like how it's handled, I speak on it. It don't mean it's going to always come out the way I want it, but I'm going to speak on it. And in this particular case, I thought that was immature, and I thought that you was being a little insecure, just a little bit insecure. And so don't ever let them see you sweat. See, I don't care what kind of goofball like your pictures and put this and that. I don't care nothing about that, because guess what? You my wife, and whatever you do, you chose. You chose.
Okay.
You chose. I can't never stop you from choosing.
Okay, y'all. Yeah. Well, I hope we help you all with the question of the day.
You all right?
I'm fine.
All right, we
good.
Personal on here.
That's
Remember y'all said we in a relationship.
That's right.
Yeah, so this is how we air it out. So at the end of the day,
and we don't
that
always
really
agree.
happened. No,
that
we
really
didn't
happened.
agree.
And we didn't agree on that.
And so what y'all think though? You got a wife. Your wife sees a post under your post, and she likes the post or says something to the person or goes on their page.
Or just
is that cool, Jamie? What you say, Jamie?
Button. That's all you do.
Is that something you should do, Jamie? If Miguel has somebody on the page, do you do that, Jamie? Is that something that's legal? Is that illegal? Is this across the line? What are we doing here?
Is anybody in the audience in a relationship? And if you're in a relationship,
what you say, Keith?
And you post something, Keith, and your significant other and a lady, like I comment, I'll be like, hey, world champ.
Keith,
Keith,
what you say?
Your significant other just likes it, and what's wrong with that?
Is that grounds for her to go on there and start liking the girl's comments and following the girl on her page and this?
Ain't nobody doing all of that following.
That was my wife.
Like,
so I was just curious.
don't follow anybody. I just like comments. I go down and I click the like button. If I like it, I like it.
So Jamie, it's not really her liking it. It's her letting the woman know you see her. That's all the hell that is. And so this is where I say that's immature, because that ain't cool.
That is immature.
You
if
don't
that's
be
the
like,
intent.
yeah, that's the intent, because you don't know her. So if you don't know her, you ain't got to be liking nothing. You don't know.
I like comments of people I don't know every day.
What you say, Jamie?
We got a
mic. We got a mic for her. We got a mic for her. She want to respond.
She doesn't.
Oh, you don't?
She's like,
okay.